Don't get caught up in the rat race. Don't get caught up on what other people are doing. Understand who you are as an individual, as a person. Figure out what works best for you. Maybe waking up at 6 a.m. is good for you, and getting to the gym by 6:30 or what have you is better than waking up at 4 or 5 a.m. because that fits into your schedule. Really focusing on how you can optimize your own day. You don't have to go on everybody's version of their morning routine, what time they wake up. They waking up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. They're journaling, they're reading a book a day, they're doing all these different things, they're meditating. You don't have to worry about doing all of that. You need to figure out the best routine for yourself, and nobody can figure that out except for you. These things can inspire you to wake up earlier or inspire you to read more if that's something that you're wanting to do. But if you're not wanting to do it, if you don't even want to wake up early or do X, Y, and Z, then why are you consuming so much of this content? Why are you wasting so much time looking at these things if you're never going to do it? If you're just looking at people just to spend time online and compare your lives, but you don't actually want to do this, right? You don't actually want to do this. Why don't you spend time figuring out what is going to work for you? How can you be a better version of yourself if you don't know who you truly are? You have to be self-aware enough to really understand the true essence of you as an individual, and from there you can move forward in whatever direction that you want to. Having a strong sense of self is quite important. It's gonna make and break a lot of different situations that you may encounter in your life. If you truly know who you are, you're not necessarily going to participate in a lot of things. You're not going to solely be driven on money. You're not going to be solely driven on consuming and purchasing things and buying things that you don't need and living a life full of clutter. The way that you look at money is going to be completely different than most people. You're thinking in terms of how can you have your money work for you and not the other way around. Trying to build wealth, generational wealth, and not focused on the present, but you're focused on the future. So it's more about building. It's more about long-term investing rather than short-term investing, because, the longer the wait, the bigger the reward. Having that type of growth mindset is the only thing that's going to propel you to the next level. That's the only thing. It's not by watching people do certain things online. It's not about being a certain aesthetic that is not even you. It's about you being yourself and really knowing who you are and doing the things that you ultimately know are going to make you a better person. Become a better person, everything else is going to align itself. You're going to make the most out of life. Your income is definitely going to go up because you're walking in your purpose. You're authentic. People love authentic people. People love people who are themselves. That's what connects us, right? Being authentic, being you. Not hiding behind a mask like a lot of individuals. Remember, online, you're only seeing a very small percentage of somebody's life. Not seeing that 100%. Everything else you're just creating, you're just imagining. Nobody's life is 100% perfect. Not even the person that apartment looks so clean and spotless or whatever case may be. I'm pretty sure there's a section of their house that is just filled with stuff that is not clean, because nobody's perfect. So take everything you see online with a grain of salt. Let things motivate you. Let things inspire you. But do not let it change who you are as a person. Do not just become something because you see that everybody else is becoming this, right? Because it's on trend. It's what everybody wants to keep up with. Don't just pick this aesthetic because it's popular right now. Don't be flip-floppy like that when it comes to who you are as a person. If you want to dress a certain type of way, dress that way. Don't let society influence your decisions. Be above that. Don't let society influence your decisions when it comes to the things that you want to do, the life that you want to live. Don't let society influence that, because you have to do what's best for you. You can't do what's best for anybody else. You have to do what's best for you. The only way that you can do that is by being yourself 100%. Either people like you or they don't like you. It is what it is. Even if you were being a different version of yourself, there are some people who still wouldn't like you. So it doesn't matter. You're not being yourself to appease to other people. You're being yourself because that is who you are. When you are yourself, you're comfortable, you're relaxed, right? You don't have a front up. You don't care about being embarrassed because everybody gets embarrassed. You don't care about stuff like that. Nothing can get you off your square because you know who you are. There's a whole bunch of different aesthetics that get pushed out into the algorithm, into the media. And, you know, when things trend, majority of people hop on trends. That's why it's called a trend. What's trendy? What are most individuals doing? You know, that is a trend. And being yourself, you're not on trend. You're just you. You do what you want to do on your time. You wear what you want to wear on your timeline. And, you know, like they always say, like, fashion repeats itself. Yeah, you are just you. So at the end of the day, you don't need to keep up with no aesthetic because this is just going to repeat itself. And so trying to keep up with trends, you're moving further and further away from who you are as an individual. In this world, you will be pressured to be something that you're not. There's going to be a lot of pressure. There's going to be a lot of pressure to spend, to overindulge. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think down below. Stay tuned, be blessed, and I'll be back with another one. All right, peace.